Hello. Huskies back again with more Los Angeles Kings franchise mode commentary in NHL 18. Last video we had a a really good start, and then we fell off pretty hard at the end. As was pointed out in the comments, we did almost miss the playoffs. We barely snuck in. I didn't realize it was as close as it was, but apparently we did. We tied with the Oilers, and the Sharks were only 1 point behind us, so it was real close. I mean, we were fine in terms. I mean, even the Central, the Stars were only 1 point behind us, so it definitely got a bit hairy there at the end. Considering we started, it was so good, but we fell back to earth real quick. But looking at our stats in comparison to the Arizona Coyotes, the team we match up in the first round here, were they President's Trophy? No, Tampa Bay, Pittsburgh were ahead of them. But they are the #1 seed out west, so this will be a tough series. I don't know how, but it'll be a tough series. Alright, so goals for, they've got a better offense than we do. They scored 6 more goals. They gave up, what is that, 11 less? Power play, we're about the same. We're both shitty. They do get significantly more, though. Penalty, wow, they have an 86% penalty kill. Damn. So, and they're good home and away. I mean, that kind of makes sense when you're just good overall. That penalty kill is going to be a real pain in the ass, I feel like. We already struggle to score goals when it comes down to, whatchamacallit, the third period of games. Alright, so Arizona looks deep. They look very balanced. They don't have top end talent, but they look very balanced and very deep. So Josh Bailey, Derek Stefan, Max Domi. Alright, not a half bad line. I don't really see a goal scorer on that line though, so that's kind of interesting. Domi had 47 points, Stefan had 56, Bailey had 69. So I mean, again, not the best goal scorers. Second line: Clayton Keller, Dylan Strome, Brandon Pierlini. Pierlini had 51, Dylan Strome probably, oh, he had 62, and then Clayton Keller 55. So they definitely have a pretty much a top line by committee. Some nights the first line will score, some nights the second line will score. I highly doubt the third line is our goal scorers. Christian Dvorak had 49 points down there. So they've got 10 goals on everybody so far. And then you got Thomas Vanek on the fourth line who probably had 15. Oh, he had 18 goals. Alright, so Richard Panik down there with 4. So I mean, they're not a bad team. They're definitely they're very balanced. It's not one guy's gonna beat us. They're gonna have to beat us as a team. Defensively is really where they shine. Wow. Ekman Larson, Chikrin, Boquist, Jalmerson, Goligoski, Mike Green. That's a really good defense. I mean, they're a bit older with these three, but I mean, Boquist, Chikrin, they really look good. And then you had Ekman Larson, who's just a beast regardless. And then in net, I mean, Antti Raanta, he's an 85. That's not a bad goaltender for him. We'll have to see how this goes. I'm interested. They're better than I should have given them credit for. Because I mean, when you look at our lines, we're definitely a top 6 heavy team. Well, kind of. Middlestat and Kreider could be a little better upgrades wise, but I mean, we've got Larkin, Zadina, and Besser who are all better than their whole team, and then we've got Doughty and Krug. I mean, we fall up a little bit defensively in comparison, but other than that and goal. I mean, Comrades an 85. I don't really think we fall off too hard goaltending wise. This should be a pretty even series, all things considered. But I'm interested to see how we did against them in the regular season. I assume we struggled. Alright, so let's see. October. Didn't get them. Oh, we didn't get our first game against them until December. Alright, we lost in a shootout 3-2. Then we got them 2 weeks later. We lost 3-1. So we're 0-1-1 against them. We avoid them for quite a while. We get them 2 times in 2 weeks. We lose 3-0 and 3-2. So we're 0-3-1 against them. So we went 0-3-1 against them in the regular season. I'm sure that'll turn out great for us here in the postseason. But let's go ahead. Let's hop in. Game 1. We're looking for that first line to really take off here. All right, there we go. Shashnikov. That's the third line. I'm okay with it. Shashnikov again, but Christian Dvorak gets one back. Shashnikov playing to be that staple going forward. He was brought in to give that bottom six some scoring to balance out the lineup. So far, we would need a top six guy to maybe get the dagger for us here, or we're just gonna ride Comrie to the end. Eric Comrie, 33 of 34 in game one, nice. That is a good start. I would like to see a little more offense, but if our defense is gonna be like, I mean, these games might not be very high scoring. Both teams have considerably decent defense. Well, let's see if we can get that first goal again. Ooh, we cannot. Dylan Strome gets one. All right, that might be tough. 14-4 in shots. It's gonna be tough playing from behind against this team. Dvorak gets another one. There's Thompson though. We have 7 shots through 2 periods. They have 28. Oh, Pierlini. Oh, Chris Kreider, shorthanded it looked like. All right. Well, if their penalty kill's so good, maybe their penalty or power play gives up goals. But either way, we have 14 shots through 2.5 periods. They have 35. We got thoroughly outplayed. Richard Panik, the fourth line, coming through for Arizona. We got thoroughly dominated in that game. Eric Comrie was the only reason that was even close. All right, boys, we gotta come. We're in LA. Come on, let's get that early game power going. Gotta get that early game going. All right, Dvorak got the first one, but Besser and Thompson, as was predicted in the comments, is that started them going off. Besser with a hat trick in game 3. Let's go. Still first period to go. Oh, DeBrusk on the board. Nice. There we go. There's some offense. That's what I like to see. Power play. Can we get... Oh, yeah. No, we're not going to score power play goal against Arizona in the third period. There's no way. There's no way. Chris Kreider. Nice. Very nice. That is a dominating game to come back to after getting dominated. All right, 2-1 in the series. Game 4. I mean, I don't think Comrie's definitely playing well, which is good. We're pretty much going to ride him until Leeson's ready. Nice. Shashnikov again. That's his third goal of the series. Very nice. 1-0 early. We need those. We need to get on the board early. Drew Doughty. Nice. Let's go. Oh, Lawson Cross gets one back immediately to start the third. Not what I was looking for. Ooh, long penalty kill. Very nice though. Very nice though. Oh, they had the momentum though. Thomas Vanek ties it. Another power play. Can we stay out of the box, guys? Oh, and there's Dylan Strome getting the power play goal. Those were some bad penalties to take. We took all those penalties. Shashnikov took a hooking minor, Zadina took a cross-checking minor, and then Kreider took a high-sticking minor. Not great, guys. Not great. So we blew a 2-goal lead in the third. Tied at 2, going back to Arizona for Game 5. Man, that's rough. That was a game we should have won. All right, Game 5. Come on, let's get those first period goals. All right, Fisher and McKinnis got 2. Besser's doing his best to keep the team afloat right now. Nice, Kempe. There's some character guys right there getting on the board. Just stay out of the penalty box. Keep the game 5-on-5. I like our chances 5-on-5, and Clayton Keller scores 5-on-5, so never mind that. Oh man. I want to give Comrie the next game, but at the same time, I kind of want to test the theory that Jack Campbell is the man, the myth, the legend. Game 6. I'll tell you what, if we get to Game 7, I'm going to put Jack Campbell in for Game 7. Come on, boys. We got to get to Game 7. All right, Dylan Strome on the board early. Not what we're looking for. Come on, team. There we go. Shashnikov and Besser taking over this series. Come on, get to Game 7. Come on, LA, get to Game 7. Besser, Thompson, Larkin. Fucking Zadina, somebody. Okay, overtime. That's not encouraging. We're out playing them, but I don't like our chances in overtime. Considering we don't have a shot so far in overtime. Oh, we take a penalty in overtime. Who took that penalty? Chris Kreider, you're off the team. Oh, that's rough. That is rough. All right. Well, let's go ahead and submit to the draft and go ahead and call this a video. That's a shame. What did our points break down to? I know Besser had a good series. Oops, that's regular season. Krug got 6 points. Shastakov 4 goals. Besser 4 goals. Whole lot of minuses across the board though. Zadina, and I think his first playoff appearance. Did I have him last year? No, we didn't make the playoffs last year. So his first playoff appearance wasn't great, but again, gotta get there. Kreider with some bad penalties. He had 8 penalty minutes, more than anybody else on the team. We'll see if Kreider's ass back, because currently right now it's not looking good for him. Alright, but I'm going to go ahead and call that. I'm going to submit to the draft. As always, suggestions going into next season. Feel free to let me know. I'm going to give that Jack Campbell consideration, or starting some strong consideration. We'll see how that... Maybe we'll give that a run at the start of the season and see how it goes. Because as was pointed out, the EA Sim engine, maybe that's exactly what we need. But that's what I'm going to call it. As always, hit me up in the comments. And thank you for watching. And I'll see you in the next one.